Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the live broadcast today. I'm actually coming to you live from Cancun. Back here in my hotel room. You can tell it's live. We've got the lady in here cleaning the room as we're speaking. I just finished a My Movies workshop at the Dr. Joe event. Raced back here, and of course, this would be the time that the lovely lady is cleaning the room for us. So. Live TV, live broadcasting, what can I say? So if you are here, please make sure that you say hi. Let me know where you're from, so I can say a little cheerio, especially to all our regulars that are coming back. Good to see you back here as well. I also want to make sure, gracias. I want to make sure that, let me know where you're from. If there's anything that I'm sharing with you today, or even if you love the subject that we're talking about today, just make sure that you press the little heart or the like or next to the comment box there. And today what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you 8 effective tips to raise your vibration and clean negativity from your life. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Okay. We can definitely do that. So looking forward to sharing all that information with you today. And you can see I'm in my little summery outfit right now. It is quite warm down here in Cancun. We're in day 3 of the Dr. Joe Dispenza event, and this is where we're doing a lot of the workshops. These are one of these days that I feel very grateful for my life. We get to sit here and basically help, hundreds of people make their personal mind movies, and then for them to use that as a tool for them to manifest their life. Combined with what Dr. Joe is teaching down here is it's just amazing, and it's awesome to see. So really grateful for that. So I want to say hello to Lynette Bart. Good to see you, darling. You're always here. Definitely a steady viewer. So great to see you, Lynette. Sharon Bardsley from Perth. Hey, Sharon, good to see you here. Christine Norris, good to see you, Christine. Bill's photos, holy cow. I don't know what that means, but hey. Jason Harrison, good to see you, Jason. And Petra Schwab, are you at Cancun? Yes, that is exactly where I am right now. Just raced back after a workshop to come back and do the broadcast for you guys today. And as I said, I'm going to be sharing with you the 8 effective tips on how to raise your vibration and how to clear negativity from your life, which we can all use a little bit of that, right? So like I said, make sure that if anything I'm saying is resonating or landing for you, click the little heart or the like button there. And also I encourage you to share the video. As you know, I kind of pack these broadcasts, through with a lot of, information that you can reuse over time. If you share the video, you don't leave the video. It, just shares to your timeline. So it's easy for you to reference again. And it also means that you get some positive Facebook juju, and we get some positive Facebook juju, and we're all about the positive Facebook juju, right? Right. Okay, who else we got here? Megan Trimble. Hi, Megan. Let's see. Kelly Rodenbach. Good to see you here, Kelly. And Roxanne Lynn. Hi, how are you? Thank God I've got the light on here. I think I've changed color about 16 times already. All right. So today, like I said, we're talking about how to clear negative energy and really how to raise your vibration. And as you know, it's kind of appropriate that I be talking about this kind of subject because this is a lot of what we learn at the Dr. Joe Dispenza workshops on how we can, release, what it is that's holding us energetically in our past, and to be able to, look to the future and to create that through the frequency that we are emitting. And our frequency is, our emotions. And the more that we can be in these higher frequency emotions and we're resonating at that frequency, remember, whatever's a vibrational match to that will then be attracted back to us. And the thing is, the more consistently we can be in that positive vibration, it means, we're in flow. Everything is easy. Everything happens with ease and grace. And then it also means that all of these techniques and tips and skills and tools that I share with you, number one, are easier to implement. It just kind of drops into your everyday, routine. So not so hard of a thing to be able to implement, okay? So here are 8 tips to raise your vibration. So the first thing is that if you find that you are the type of person who is easily influenced by the energy of people around you, you could be an empath. So an empath or an empathic person is someone who easily absorbs the energy of people around them. So when you I encourage you to actually investigate to find if that is something that you are prone to. So, and if you Google that online, I know that you can find some, little simple tests that you can do that can really help you to figure that out. And it could also explain why, you could be very happy one moment, then all of a sudden you're not so happy. You're like, what is going on? It could be because you're feeding off the energy of the people around you. So you want to make sure that you really figure out whether you're an empath, and that will help to explain some of the emotional fluctuations that you may be going through. And it seems to be quite a common thing these days. There's quite a number of empathic people or people with empathic abilities that either are coming through with those abilities, or they seem to be waking up. And in my experience, there's been a number of people, especially people that I've interviewed, who, had these abilities when they were younger. So if it's something that you go, well, when I was younger, that used to happen, but then something happens to them when they're an adult, whether they have a car accident or there's some kind of incident that kind of jars them back into these gifts being able to be woken up again in them. So maybe this is something that resonates with you. So so do some research, find out if you are empathic or sensitive to other people's energies, and that will really help to, help you understand what's going on. The second tip I have for you is that you really want to pinpoint the source of where this is coming from and take action on it. So that means that if you find that if you're in certain situations or around certain people where your energy is being affected, then that is the kind of thing that you want to try and avoid that situation as much as you can. You want to make sure that the people that you have around you are positive people, and they're the kind of people that you'll be feeding off. And you also might find that there are certain situations that rise up for you on a regular basis. When that happens, some of the times what we find is that the negative energies that are connected to that are actually connected to a deeper program or a limiting belief or some kind of, behavior or pattern that we adopted when we were young. And so when it comes up for us, it really puts us in this really lower vibrational energy, because it's bringing up either past memory, past trauma, or past programs that are really sabotaging our success and keeping us where we are. So if you find that there are regular events or regular things that that you get into this lower vibration, really sit and think about, well, where is this coming from? Why is this happening? Is it the people I'm around? Is it an old program? Is it this, something that's really triggering something for me? And then delve into where, why that's a trigger and where that's coming from for you. Okay. The third tip I wanted to share with you is to connect with your breath. Now, I think I mentioned this the other day, but I'm reading or listening to a book, as in, I listen to a lot of my books, called The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. And she was commenting about how important our breath is when it comes to calming down our parasympathetic nervous system and getting us into a place of calm. So if you find that you are easily triggered, or if you're in a situation that's either angering you or that you're feeling like you're getting into these lower vibrational emotions, taking 3 deep breaths you are then able to make a choice on how you want to respond and what you want to do from that place. Okay, so let me just check. So I'm not sure whether my my video has paused or not. Leslie, if you're on here, maybe you can just Slack me and let me know if that's happened. This happened last time, not last time, the time before. So that's a bit of a pain. So just check with me, Leslie, to see if that's working or not. Okay, so if you can still see me, just let me know. Just say, hi, I can still see you, because my thing is telling me that I need to reconnect. But let me say hello to a few people while I'm here. Reggie Pinkston from Phoenix. Hey, Reggie. Jessica Lynn Hastings. Good to see you here. It did, but it's back now. It's in and out. Okay, great. See, this is momentary glitch, and I'm back. Okay. See what I have to work with under these conditions. Who else have we got here? We've got Jessica Lynn Hastings. I swear I just really wrote this word for word, right? Okay, I love that what I'm sharing is actually resonating with you. Cassandra Wright, definitely an empath. However, I can't seem to raise my frequency like I used to. I've developed chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia, yes. So when you have these, health conditions that are keeping you in these lower frequencies, as much as you can, you want to make a point of being able to, do anything you can, even if it's like for moments where you can sort of raise your energy, whether it's like just sitting at the window and looking outside and just being appreciative of everything that you see. I was just saying on a call the other night how, if you can, if you have a computer, if you have the ability to read and write, if you have a roof over your head, you're better off than billions of people on the planet. So we, as often as we can get into those higher frequencies of gratitude, it really helps us to keep that high frequency. I can still see you. Excellent. All right. So next tip is after breath is, surround yourself with positive-minded people. Now we've already, touched on this, but it really is important to be deliberate and to be intentional about the circles that you move in and the people that you're with. We often talk about the power of being in a mastermind or being with a group of people who can support you, that actually can give you, great advice, like educated advice, and be able to, do that support for you as well. And even in social circles, setting healthy boundaries and go, I don't want to be around people who are gossiping. I don't want to be around people who are being passive aggressive and, acting like my friend, but really, saying things behind my back. You don't have to put up with that. Set your healthy boundaries, go, these are the people that I want to attract. And when you show up as that person, obviously you're a vibrational match of those people that you want to attract to. So that really helps to keep that resonance high. And it also means that even in a social situation, you're in a high frequency as well. Okay, so number tip is to enhance your abilities. So what we mean by this is that you want to make sure that you are doing your gratitude journal, that you're doing yoga, that you're doing some kind of meditation, something where you are being still or being grounded or being mindful, being in your body and being connected to the essence of who you are and being connected to the great creator consciousness. When you do that, you find that you are in a place where you know that you're not alone, that you're part of a greater collective, that whenever you need insight or you need, some kind of inspiration, that you know how to connect to that. So that even when you're in a place where you're thinking, oh my God, I've got to make this decision, I don't know what to do, that you have the techniques and you have the abilities to be able to sit down and have that connection to a greater good or a greater source that can actually help you through and help you, give you inspiration on the type of decisions that you should be making. Okay, so if you're having a daily practice of doing that, you find that that's super, super helpful to do that. Let me say a few more hellos. I could see Zane Dekeris from Finland. Wow, I don't think I've ever had someone from Finland on before. Great to see you, Zane. Negative. Lynette Butt is saying, work drains me so much with a negative talk. Again, this is like, we're talking about setting healthy boundaries here so that you stay in that higher frequency. What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we go high. That is a good way to live life. Okay, so tip number 6 is to practice your daily gratitude. I know I touched on that before. So anything where you are writing in your journal, any kind of activity where you can drop into your gratitudes, and just making it something that even if you set an alarm on your phone, so it sends you a little reminder to go, stop, drop, and be grateful in this moment. There's something around you. It trains your brain, it trains your mind, and it trains you to really look for the good of everything that's happening around you and keeps that vibration high. Tip number 7 is to take ownership. So I have a little quote here from the Dalai Lama, and the quote is, when you think everything else is someone's fault, when you think everything is someone else's fault, you will suffer a lot. When you realize that everything springs only from yourself, you will learn both peace and joy. And the thing is, what happens is that when we blame others and there's always something or someone else's fault, we lose all power to do anything about it. And then what we do is we stay in our negative situation. And the thing is, it's easy for us to go, well, if something bad happens, it's easy to blame someone else outside of you. But what if something good happens to you? Who's responsible for that? You know, so when we can take responsibility for all of the outcomes in our life, and remember, most of the outcomes and the results that we have that are facing us right now are a direct result of our thoughts and our actions, which is liberating to know, because if you know that, all you need to do is change your thoughts and your actions, and away we go. And then we're creating something even different and more positive and so forth, okay? Now, the last tip that I want to share with you today is balancing your energy chakras. So when you're balancing your energy chakras, what happens is, you know, there's this chi, or this life force that flows through us. And when all of these energy centers are open, we are in flow. Everything is working well. Having, you know, blocked energy chakra centers actually affects our health. It affects some of the outcomes in our life. It can affect our relationships. And then so making sure that these are all clear and worrying and being able to transport that chi in a very clear and very, very free flow is really what can help to make life so much easier and make us feel on top of the world. So if you feel like you're in a place where you're kind of taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or, you know, you've got all these things happening in one, and all your areas of life is going great, but there's one area that you just seem to be frustrated with and going, I can't figure out why I can't manifest here like I do in every other area of my life. It could possibly be because one of your chakras are blocked. Now, I know that my team is going to put a little link here for you. We actually created like a 30-second quiz for you to do, so that you can figure out which one of the chakras that you have is blocked and figure out how to be able to clear that for you. For those of you, I know some of you, you know that we teach a lot about the chakras. You know, we have had amazing results from that. So make sure that you click on that link, do our little 30-second quiz, because it's going to help you figure out, you know, what's blocking you, or which chakra is blocked, so that we can clear that up, and so that you're always vibrating at this higher frequency. Okay, so let me say a few more hello goodbyes before I go. Good to see so many people here. Sally Kevisko is going, yes, I just posted this recently. What are you thinking? Choose wisely. It will come. You deserve happy and abundance. Exactly. All we need to do is, if we're not happy with the results in our life right now, we just need to go just look just a little bit to the right and start thinking differently and have a different perspective. It can completely change the outcomes, the relationships, and everything in our life. So Savannah North is saying that she balanced her chakras this morning. Very good to hear. Great for you, Savannah. Jessica Hastings saying, I'm pretty sure all of my chakras are blocked. Experiencing joy seems to be a distant memory. Jessica, you know, definitely doing the quiz, figuring out if, you know, and it may not be all of them, and I'd be very surprised if it was, but it could just be that one that we can help you to clear, that can really make the change to everything. So yes, we want to help you with that. Deborah, hi, still see you. Excellent. So let's see, and Andrea Coyne, good to see you, Andrea. Holly, amazing, thank you so much. Thank you, Holly. It's awesome to see you here. Gil Jackson, take a quiz. Megan Trimble, thanks for the info, Natalie. I have the affirmation audio and I like it a lot. Very happy that you're getting some benefit out of that, darling. Abraham, good to see you here, Abraham. Katrina Kemp will be taking the quiz. Excellent. Stephanie McMacken, thank you. I'm seeing small changes just started USM. Oh, great, Stephanie. Well, I'm looking forward to communicating with you more inside USM. Always love. And actually here at the Dr. Joe event, I've been bumping into several people that are doing the USM program. So excellent, excellent. All right. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to do this. I'm actually going to be back again tomorrow doing another live broadcast. It will be at the same time, at the 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow is happy money. I have a really good friend of mine. His name is Ken Honda. He's just written a book called Happy Money. And this is all about making sure that the energy of your money is vibrating at a high frequency so that you are attracting abundance. His book is amazing. I'm going to be going through some of the highlights of that and telling you all about that tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at the same time, same bat place. And I look forward to chatting to you then. Enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I look forward to chatting to you all again tomorrow. All right, thanks everyone, and bye for now.